Welcome back to the Wise Mindset Guy podcast. I'm your host, Nat Plastino, and I thank you once again for tuning into my show. Today, we'll be talking a little more about rediscovering your spirituality. So, the key to really the kind of what they say, the spiritual awakening is really understanding that there is a continuous commentary going on in our minds, which is really guiding us to a better journey in life. We need to understand and come to terms that this voice in our heads is real and is not really what many people think is a figment of their imagination. This voice really wants what is best for us, as long as we are listening to the right voice. The contrary voice, we call it the evil voice, right? Which oftentimes interrupts our thoughts and is the kind of the opposite side of spirituality, which can really sometimes lead us to do things which are really kind of less than kind. Having an awareness is essential then to this spiritual side, existing, and then having this higher consciousness that we can really truly seek. We create thoughts, that build an energy field, which constantly surrounds us. Many people deny. They do. Many people do deny that this energy field exists, or even it's in our presence, but it really does. It does. If you look at an example of Einstein's equation, he was given to modern science this idea, this discovery that we are really close to 98% energy. Most people believe we're just really solid matter, but actually we are really just about energy. And we pass other human beings on a regular basis, and when we do, there is sometimes a feeling we get of this energy level. I talked about in my last episode about not letting energy being stolen off from other people. Other people can feel ours as well. We can feel their energy and they can feel ours, right? If that other person, looks angry or down, we can really sometimes feel that negative energy right away. Also, when we are around people that are happy or full of joy, then we can feel their positive energy. Happy and positive individuals, we want to be around, of course, more often. And we are kind of drawn to them like a magnet. Whereas when we get repulsed by the negative individuals, and usually we want to kind of steer clear of them. It's just a natural way of doing things. This energy comes from our spirit side. We are usually unaware that we have a spiritual side because our mind and our body is cluttered with thoughts that do not have any use in our daily lives, at least most of them. Thoughts can be angry at someone that wronged you many years ago, or you continue to carry those feelings and emotions in your heart. Yes, our heart actually records our emotions, as actually been starting to show proven in science, right? And it's just as much able to store in our heart as in our brains. As long as we carry these feelings and emotions which don't serve us, then our true spiritual side will kind of lay dormant. The ups and downs we experience in life are very, very normal. We judge ourselves, right, based on either our success or failures. We even judge other people in the same regard, and we worry about what others feel about us based on those successes and failures. This is kind of like there's a clutter in our minds, which we have not let go of, and it kind of hinders us from achieving true spirituality. Don't get me wrong, I still haven't achieved it either. I'm still a work in progress. The small levels of that spiritual side in us can be seen if we look carefully, really, really carefully. This can be looking in a beautiful night sky with a full moon, which allows us to stop and enjoy the moment. There are moments where we feel intense feelings of aliveness and can finally understand that all the other things that occupy our thoughts do not even mean that much, even though we focus most of our attention on it. Our constant overthinking can be amazingly disrupted by having more of those moments, which get us closer and closer to that spiritual awakening. Anyone is capable of achieving this more meaningful self-discovery. It just takes persistence and devotion. The majority of the world just wants to, follow the rest of the crowd and not bother with food for the soul, basically. This internal soul food, which can be achieved by tapping into the present moment, can give us a break from our excessive thinking and problems in our lives. This break, puts our attention closer to the spiritual side. We can learn to appreciate and have gratitude for being alive. If we keep focusing on the precious moments, we can learn through better awareness that life is worth living. We can decide to be in that feeling of aliveness more often. The problems in our lives will be less important. The past will be truly forgotten, and the future can be seen as just a mystery waiting to be experienced. So how are ways that we can get there, right? Well, we can try by expressing our thoughts. Speak up and tell your feelings to others when they arise. Get in touch, really, with your emotional intelligence. We tend to hold our emotions deep within us, and that is where they will get stuck until they are unhealthily triggered and acted out with passive aggression. All feelings and emotions are important and should be validated. This will reduce stress and anxiety naturally. Another way we can do is basically explore, meditation. Now, science is now starting to prove that our minds are actually connected to the cosmos. We can get in touch with the highest form of intelligence in the universe and bring us closer to spiritual awareness. We can do this by calming the mind and focusing on the breath. And then we can ask the universe for guidance. All the questions we have can be answered and bring us closer to that authentic self, our authentic self. Meditation has been around thousands of years, and it is a great tool for our spiritual wellness. Our idea is to, get traveling, get outdoors, right? Explore the world and see what it has to offer. Understanding that where we live is it's like a box, and sometimes we don't want to venture out of it. Seeing new places and different cultures allows us to create fond memories that last forever in the soul. And lastly, there are some spiritual therapies that are doing really well. Some new therapies and classic ones which have a really positive impact on our lives. Yoga is one that many experts swear by. Yoga improves sleep, body functions, our mood, energy levels, and helps to really manage stress levels. Other methods which are gaining in popularity are Reiki and dowsing therapy. Now, this is a therapy that's improving our energy levels and the quality of life in a more unconventional way. My wife is into it. She's doing this actually where she has clients and everything, and I see tremendous results from this sort of therapy. It's kind of more like a holistic therapy, you would call it, and she's been doing it for a while, and she's showing some good results with it, and it's something you should look into if you're interested. So that's all for today on the Wise Mindset Guy podcast. If you love this episode, please hit subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you love this episode, please share with a friend or family member in need. I would also greatly appreciate it. This is Napolistino signing off. Bye for now.